Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Carla Avalani Crowley, and we are on the last Wellness Wednesday of 2023. So excited to be here. All right. So today we're actually going to be talking about post holiday digestion. So I'm going to really try to hone in this topic and give you something that you guys can chew on and remember. We're going to start off with the five five ways that you can be supporting a healthy microbiome, and then I'm going to give you guys two incredible suggestions to get started with of supplementation that we have with doTERRA. Many of you may know, but I've been with doTERRA as a wellness advocate for over 12 years now and absolutely love it. So from you will see people like Leona Tafiti and Terrence Crowley and Jazz Cushing and myself that are wellness educators that absolutely love to support you, use the products ourselves, share them with our friends, family members, people all over the world. And one of the big things that we do is that we educate. So as we come to a year end, I know many of you um, had an incredible holiday. I'm sure you guys had a ton of fun celebrating with your friends and family. This is one of my family members, as you guys know. So this is Terrence Crowley. He's my dad, and we're going to be sharing today on digestion. He's going to give some of the things that he uses. But I'm going to kind of put our class in a nutshell. I get that it's Christmas week, right? So you guys are at the tail end, the aftermath, putting all of the things away. You had your sugar and cookies and cakes and cranberry sauce and turkey. And I'm sure if that is not a normal eating schedule, that was some aftermath, right? And so we're here. I think one of the big things that we try to be a proponent of is just more helping you understand your body, not so much to be perfect, but um, not so much to be perfect. You can see my mom in the background, um, but to more so help you just be knowledgeable on how to assess any of the things that are going on with your body. So, right, when we have different discomforts, that is your body telling you that it needs something, right? Or whether it's digestive discomfort or inflammation in the body, there's something that's going on. And most times people are like, hey, let me just pop a pill or let me just do something to put a band-aid over that situation. But let's help you understand the why behind the what. Okay. And that's our goal for 2024 is to help you become more in 2024 and to recharge your health. Instead of last year was reclaim your health, this year for 2024 will be to recharge your health. So stick around to the end because we are going to be sharing. We have, for those of you that are in Hawaii, we have an awesome event lineup for you in your local area that you can participate in. And if you are not in those areas, we also have the same thing online that you guys can participate with as well. So that's the fun part about this. But the details of that are at the end of today. But I am going to consolidate this and really kind of just dive into the morsels of nutrition and especially because this is something that's near and dear to my heart. My sister has really bad digestive issues. My mom does, and so does myself. So I will share with you in a bit. But all right, Dad, we will see you in just a little bit. And let's dive into some of the meat and potatoes of these things. Okay. So just give me one sec. All right. So our digestive health, right? So you guys can see that is paramount, right? Has to be at its optimal levels. But let me let me share with you just a little bit of the backstory behind this so that you guys, I want to put some of the things, some of the concepts that we talked about more so in a nutshell. And I'm talking about some of the things that we've brought to light, many of the new products that have come out. What happens is we hear a bunch of different products and we're like, oh, this is so great. And then we get them, or we want to get them. And then sometimes we feel a little bit overwhelmed. And so I want to just help you just on a basic scale, really understand if you guys walk away with just remembering 5 things. And these are really daily habits that can actually help you to support your microbiome. Okay. I'm going to start off with that. And then I'll talk about my recommendations that doTERRA has and just try to really keep this simple for you so that you can just remember this. I know we're walking into one more holiday, so and I'll say it, a holiday of indigestion sometimes, right? That can happen. So a holiday of indigestion. And so let's talk about some daily habits that can support your microbiome, right? We all have a microbiome in our bodies. We have good bacteria, we have bad bacteria, right? And the first thing you want to remember is to, if you want to have a healthy microbiome, okay, again, not perfection, just a healthy microbiome, is to get more fiber to feed that good bacteria, okay? Like I said, you have good bacteria in your body, you have bad bacteria in your body, okay? And you really want to feed your body, specifically the good bacteria, fiber, okay? And there's a few ways you can do that. You want to consider, we have our doTERRA fiber product, okay? For time's sakes, you can just literally go into your doTERRA account or Google it, but our doTERRA fiber is incredible. And for those of you that are at our local events, we will have the doTERRA fiber there for you guys to see it as well. Okay. One of my favorites is also, and this comes down to foundational nutrition. Okay. That goes hand in hand with digestion, is our doTERRA greens. So if you have not tried our doTERRA greens, definitely try our doTERRA greens. Okay. Some of the local events that we have will have the doTERRA greens, and we'll have a special recipe for you guys to try. Okay. And of course, the basics is getting more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Now, I don't need to talk about our lifelong vitality pack, because Jazz Cushing already did a great job doing that about 2 weeks ago. But just know that you get 13 servings of fruits and vegetables when you're just taking in the basics of lifelong vitality pack. Okay. But if not, make sure that you are getting more fruits and vegetables in your diet. Taste the rainbow, right? You always want to make sure there's a rainbow of colors on your plate. Okay. More fiber can be a little hard on digestion if you're just starting out. So just go slow, right? That is a really good reminder as you approach the new year. Everyone starts with all their things that they want to do, whether it be running a marathon or whether it's walking a marathon, or maybe it's losing 10 or 15 pounds. Maybe it's a drastic transformation, right? Maybe it's just being more mindful. Maybe it's spending more time. But everyone starts out with good intentions, and right, very quickly, right? It's normally about right around February that most people's New Year's resolutions fall right off. So make simple shifts and simple changes, okay? And for us, it's go slow, okay? Go slow when you're getting more fiber. Start with just a little bit and give your body some time to adjust. Okay, so that's number 1. The second critical piece of a daily habit to support your microbiome is reducing stress. So you guys have heard us talk about stress, right? Anxiety, anxiousness. Okay, for, again, all of you that are wanting to join something, we have a special challenge. Okay, we have a special challenge that's coming up in January. You want to stick around to the end to find out. But part of the things that you guys are going to see, whether it be online or in person at our events, is that we are making stress and anxiousness, right? Stress management, and it's a very integral part of your overall foundational wellness. Okay. So when we are stressed, our body has more stress chemistry. Okay. And what that means, guys, is our cells are stressed, our organs are stressed. So we think maybe it's just like an emotional thing that's happening to us, and it doesn't really affect anything else. No way. It affects your cells, it affects your organs, your major organs too. Okay. Our organs are stressed. So we want all of that to calm down so that good bacteria has all those wonderful messages. Okay. Again, microbiome, so important. We also want to consider, are we getting enough sleep? You guys will hear sleep and stress management um, tied hand in hand on our wellness pyramid. Okay. Stress and sleep go hand in hand. So if you guys have heard about our sleep system, our brand new sleep system, our Serenity sleep system, and you haven't tried it specifically, right? Our Serenity soft gel are with the tart cherry. It also our Serenity stick with the valerian root. All of these things, I'm bringing this up to you. We've talked about it and talked about it, right? These just launched in September, but now that we're here at the end of the year, what are we doing to make sure that we're actually sleeping? Okay. Are we doing enough relaxation exercises for our self-care? Okay. So there's some things that we might consider using as our Serenity line. Like I said, citrus oils. If you have them, are you using them for stress management support? Okay. And making sure that your mood, right, is at homeostasis and really being mindful of that. Okay. So that's the second one. So sleep and stress, right? That's tied into a healthy microbiome. And the third is to support your microbiome is a balanced diet. Okay. So we talked about having enough fruits and vegetables and getting fiber, right? And greens, fiber into your diet via greens. Okay. Or our actual fiber. But when we talk about having a healthy diet, are we actively engaged in removing processed foods out of our lives? Right? A lot of people, maybe they hear it over and over again and they're like, yeah, right? I'll get to that. Okay. And I always like to say a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays in rest. Okay. And the more it's not going to affect you today, it's a slippery slope. It may not even affect you tomorrow. But I want you to ask yourself, what are the consistent habits that you have on a daily basis that affects your microbiome and your body? You only got one, right? What are your daily habits? What are the daily things that you're eating? What are the daily things that you're drinking and putting into this temple, right? Which is your body every single day. So it's not the vices. It's not the things that we're just kind of doing from time to time, like our New Year's Eve and our New Year's Day and Christmas, right? And maybe, Thanksgiving and any other holiday. But is this a normal way that we're eating? Are we always eating processed foods? I like to think about, I love that a couple weeks ago, Jazz brought up right by our house, there's a new Chick-fil-A that's in town. I haven't gone to it yet. From time to time I may. It's on the way home sometimes, but rarely. Like it's not something that I'm even going to make a habit of every single week or even every single month. It's something special that I'll look forward to if I want to have that, right? And so it's not something that I'm denying myself, but it's something that I am delaying and not having so often. Okay. Why that's so removing processed foods and processed sugar, right? How much sugar did we just eat during the holidays? All the cookies and candies and all that tastes really, really, really wonderful. One of the conversations I often have with family members is, what are we gifting our children, right? Are we giving them all the candies and all the goodies and everything, sugar, 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 sugar? Is there a way that we can refine that and find really genuinely, no pun intended on that, like really try to find a way that we can give gifts that are not all sugar? Some sugar, right? Great, but not everything be about sugar. Okay. We also want to make sure that we're getting a variety of phytonutrients. And what this means is you get the whole rainbow of colors every day. I just talked about that, right? So when you look at your plate, even during Christmas, even at Thanksgiving, and even on New Year's, right? Do you have all the colors? So that's fine. You know, um, I'm not going to go into blood sugars or anything like that. That will be a class for the new year. That's near and dear to me. But one just simple little trick and tip is to have a salad. Literally, I'm saying this: have healthy greens or some type of salad before you're going to eat carbs or any of your other type of sugars. And what you'll actually find is, yes, are your sugars going to spike? Yes. However, they're not going to spike as much as if you just ate the sugar outright. So just kind of reminding yourself of that, right? Every time you look at your plate, do you have all the colors of the rainbow? Okay. So that's number 3 is the balanced diet. And number 4 is hydration. Are you hydrated? Okay. Hydration is just not about getting more water. It's getting more water, but it's also getting more salt. I loved a tip. I know I keep bringing up Jazz. I loved it. She got it from one of the doctors that she loves to watch, but it was, we obviously need to have salt in our, getting more salt. But one of the little tips was taking our salt, right, our pakai, and just chewing and nibbling on that before we're actually, or even sucking on it before we're actually drinking in water. So we're making sure that we're getting the full hydration. Okay. Why is that important? Is because you want to get more electrolytes to be able to hold on to that water, right? So it's not just flushing out of you. You want to make sure that you have enough electrolytes. Okay. So making sure your body is hydrated is allowing the body to have that volume of, basically have that volume of blood to be able to get to all the nutrients and get the nutrients to your cells and organs and all the things that we just talked about. Okay. And another thing that's really important is hydration is important so that you guys can actually take the waste out and you can excrete it. Okay. Um, Out through your body. What you will find as well is when you are, I like to call them the chimneys, right? They're exiting through your chimneys. And when you cannot excrete your toxic waste out of your body, which is a natural human function, it will actually show up in other ways in your body. And sometimes that's even in your skin. So you can hear us talk about we'll go down that road in different skin classes. Actually, as we progress throughout the year, we'll have a skin support classes closer to the middle of the year, but you guys will love that. Okay. So if you ever you'll see it sometimes in like lesions or rashes or things like that. And many times that is due to the body not being able to exit that. But hydration, exit the toxic waste, but hydration is imperative to that. Okay. So number 5, the last is being mindful of our gut feelings. Okay. Whenever our most important microbiomes exist in our digestive tract is in the gut. So we want to be mindful of our gut feelings, that intuition, that sense that you have that something is going right or not going right. And a question that you may ask is, are you digesting life? Like, this is real. Are you actually digesting life? It really helps to get at a part of your life that you may be stuck in, or aspect that can come up where you can start to really work on those feelings. Okay, so let's recap the 5 things that can support you in helping you to have a healthy microbiome. Is number 1, getting more fiber. Number 2, reducing stress. Number 3, eating a balanced diet with lots of micronutrients. Number 4, focusing on hydration. Okay. I'm not going to tell you to drink a gallon of water, but I will tell you I was the most hydrated when I drank not a gallon in like an hour, but throughout the day, little sips, got to the end of the day, and I drank that gallon. Okay. And then number 5, are you leaning into your gut feelings? Okay. You will have an increase in your wellness. You will feel amazing, right? Your microbiome is so imperative. And so with that, if you can just remember those 5 things, let's jump into some things that you have at your fingertips right now because you are a doTERRA customer. You may be a doTERRA wellness advocate and you are watching this and you're saying, I want to know how to transform things for 2024. Well, number one, stick to the end because we're going to tell you how you can do that because you are already a customer. And if you are not a customer, okay, but a friend or family member invited you here, wonderful. Welcome to the community. Either talk to them, and if they don't know how to get you started, then feel free to DM me. My name's Carlo, right in your back office, and we'll make sure that you get supported through your friend or family member as well as myself, or we'll link you up with the right people that will be able to support you. All right. So, you guys, digestive health we talked about because 70% of the body's immune system dwells in the digestive tract. Maintaining digestive health is crucial to your overall well-being. Okay. So, here are several more ways that you can promote digestive health, right? We talked about it. Drinking water. Okay. You need hydration. Drink enough water to meet your weight and activity needs. Okay. Dehydration can cause constipation, headaches, and a host of unwanted symptoms. So we talked about eating your fruits and vegetables, and you'll get your essential nutrients and natural enzymes for overall digestive health and function. Okay. And move regularly, right? Leona talked about that last week. She said, hey, you need to be moving regularly. Body in motion stays in motion. Regular exercise actually helps your body digest foods. Today's about digestion, but we are the one of the most incredible, I like to call it miracle computers in the world. That's what our bodies are, right? It is a machine. It is a magical, amazing, incredible miracle of a machine. Okay. But the reality is we need to give it the right things. We need to give it the right fuel so that it can sustain us for life. Oftentimes we take that for granted. So moving regularly, like Leona talked about, is so powerful. Okay. And when you exercise regularly, it helps you digest foods. And whether, meaning if you aren't exercising, it sometimes actually can make you take longer for your stomach and small intestines to process. So a regular workout regimen is also beneficial. Okay. And if you suffer from digestive issues caused, especially it's beneficial if you suffer from digestive issues caused by a poor immune system. Okay. So taking a daily probiotic and prebiotic supplement is one of the best ways to support your whole body microbiome. Okay. Chemical food additives, artificial sweeteners, and food preservatives can interfere with the digestive process by impacting your microbiome. Okay. All right. So here we are. Probiotic and prebiotic supplements. What do? They can encourage healthy activity in your intestinal microbiome. And that's all you hear me talking about, right? Your microbiome, right? We're a living organism that has living organisms in us, right? And it's helping us thrive, okay? So here are some things that we can look for in a quality microbiome supplement. I'm saying empower yourself, right? If you're 18, right? 28, 38, 48, 68, 78, 88, right? So often people always say, I wish I would have known. One of the things that you can love about doTERRA is they are always making sure that they are pouring their resources into science, right? And making sure that we have the education and knowledge and that we're getting the top line products. And all they do is continue to make sure that they enhance those products for us so that our bodies will respond optimally. And that's what it's about. Okay. So prebiotics, they serve as food for probiotics. Okay. Probiotics love eating prebiotic carbohydrates. Okay. Probiotics are tiny manufacturing plants that produce communities of healthy bacteria, which help to fight off bad bacteria. They literally crowd out and create a barrier to prevent the bad bacteria from getting into the system. They also reproduce, help digest foods, and break down fat and protein. Okay. Now, postbiotics are the afterlife probiotics that help create thousands of healthy promoting metabolites from the food that you eat. These are what influence your 3 letters, DNA, and cellular functional health benefits throughout your entire bodily system. Okay. Now you see the word on here, phages. Bacteriophages, also known as phages, are healthy viruses that target harmful bacteria and pathogens. Did you guys know that? Yes. And you have those in your body too. Okay. So, one of my biggest recommendations is our PB Restore Probiome Complex. It promotes a positive balance and proliferation and beneficial bacteria. Okay. So let's kind of break this down. doTERRA PB Restore assists your microbiome by providing 30 bioactive compounds, including prebiotic fiber and 24 active cultures in a time-release double-layer capsule. And why this is important is this protects the cultures as they pass through the stomach. The formula is also known as supercharged with bacteriophages. We just talked about that, or phages, PHAGES. These are immune system superheroes because they target bad bacteria and other harmful organisms, which make the probiotics stronger and more effective. Okay. All right. So let's go back a bit. Okay. So this is the 30 bioactive components. I absolutely encourage you to, oftentimes we just sit here and we're looking at these and we just grab a bottle of something and we're just like, what are we going to do with this? But definitely look at what you're taking. And that's what I love. What I love about doTERRA is they make sure that you have, right, all strains, all varieties of different things so that your body will be at its optimal level. That's the word, optimal. Okay. Optimal. All right. So PB Restore, you guys, I actually take this every single day. I just take one a day. I just had a conversation. I have several people that have large dogs, and they want to make sure that their dogs have a healthy gut as well. And so they asked me, can, my husky take the probiome? And the answer is absolutely yes. Okay. And so can another one of our digestive products or Terrazyme, can our animals take this? Absolutely yes. Okay. This is definitely one thing that we should be taking, but also we can give to our animals. And for that specifically, guys, you can also go to doTERRA.com and you guys can check that out. When it comes to animals and digestive health, we have an incredible array of information. And that will also be a topic that we'll bring up in 2024 is animal health and supplementation. That'll be fun for you guys. So this is one that I definitely recommend. Okay. All right. So, while doTERRA's PB Restore supports your body's overall microbiome, okay, some of you, maybe you haven't tried this yet. I have gotten rave reviews from this. I've had people that wouldn't try anything else, but decided that they were going to just try the PB Assist, right, sachet, fell in love with it, and jumped in using doTERRA products. So, again, PB Restore supports your body's overall microbiome, but PB Assist Plus, our probiome gut complex, provides targeted strains to support your gut and digestive health specifically. So it's a proprietary blend of 13 different probiotic strains, and one probiotic comes in a convenient stick, okay? And one prebiotic that comes in a convenient stick that's perfect for the whole family. So it's not just for kiddos, it's for everybody. Okay. We have our strawberry melon flavor. Absolutely love it. Okay. PB Assist Plus also contains FOS inulin, which clinical and experimental research suggests promotes digestive comfort, lipid metabolism, and healthy digestion. Okay. Also, cardiovascular, nervous, and immune system support. Okay. Plus, they're so tasty. Oh my goodness. If you haven't tried it, try it. I remember we did a class get together, and we had this cute little girl. She was probably about 8 or 10. And they said that she was really picky in things that she would try or like. And she absolutely fell in love with this. So try it. It is awesome. Okay. It's a great way to promote healthy habits with your kids at an early age. Also, teenagers and yourself. Okay. All right. And then, you guys, um, last but not least, you guys, many citrus oils, I talked about it before, are high in chemical constituents of limonene. And it's known for uplifting. It's also known for cleansing. So this is really good. And internal as well as external, but it has incredible cleansing properties. Okay. And so, what I love to do specifically, I brought this one up because maybe you're using lemon for just cleaning around your house, and you may not be using it for digestive health. So, when you take it internally, it is wonderful as a detox, but it also provides cleansing and digestive benefits. Okay. All right, so you can put it right in your water. One of the best ways. I love to drink fizzy water. It is the best water in the world, and I love it. And so I use all of our citrus oils, but lemon is my favorite. Okay. All right. So we are going to jump out of here for a second because my dad, Terrence Crowley, he's on here right now, and we are going to hear from him. I know he wanted to share. My mom's had many digestive issues. My sister has had many digestive issues. So this is wonderful. Dad, you there? Tell us a little bit about. Wait, I don't know if I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you. I can hear you now. Yes. All right.
Okay.
So, yep. Go ahead. Share with us. Share away, you guys. Can you
Okay.
hear
I just, knowing what the topic was, that I definitely wanted to share some of the experiences that I've had and how it has improved my life with using the doTERRA products. So, some of you may know, but some of you might not know that I was a 24-year Navy submarine officer. So, um, a lot of people don't know what it's like to be in a submarine, and you really it's very you're very isolated. Carlel, it's kind of echoing. Is Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So being there and being isolated, I think that match into like the health, our pyramid that we have, health pyramid, and some of the things that happened to me relating to that health pyramid. And probably the biggest one is at age 37, I had diverticulitis, and it was really severe to the point where they had to cut out about 18 inches of my colon. And, I wore a bag, and, all that went with it. And I was very fortunate that we were able to do a resection. So I don't have that bag. But the point is, what caused that? And again, being isolated in the situation that I had, one of the biggest things is the diet. And Carlel's talked about that, the diet. Because when you're there, at least in the submarines that I was on, the only time you had fresh food, fruits and vegetables, is when you're about a week after leaving port, and then maybe 3 or 4 days before you come back in, when you had another small boat come out and meet you and give you some fresh products. So everything, we didn't have that. And that was one of the things that impacted my body at an early age, along with another thing that's on there, which affects, again, my gut, is rest and managing stress. And we've talked about that here, and you just don't get that. you sleep in short intervals, so you don't get the proper rest. And then, of course, it's always stressful. And then I think probably the other one that she had mentioned is about movement. And with movement, again, you're in a confined space, so you don't get to do that movement. Well, all those things added up to the point where I had to go in and have surgery because of that. So that's to relate to the gut health and how important that is. Thinking about that, especially now as I'm very much older. But I had it at a very early age, and that's what the doctors related it to. So that's the one story that I have. And then the other one is after I did leave the Navy, I went to work for a major retailer and worked myself up to where I was in the upper level of management at the store level. But there was always stress, anxiety. I mean, there's just things that happen all the time, and you don't think about it, and you end up working long days, long hours. Again, it's just stressful, stressful, stressful. So again, there's that rest and managing stress. Didn't have it. You ate whenever you could eat, and your diet was not very, very good. But all those related, I ended up gaining, I got up to about 245 pounds. And even though I'm 6 foot, 245 pounds, I was always sluggish. I just never felt well. And how I can tie all this in. So those two situations, we started using our doTERRA products, and my wife introduced me, and Carlisle introduced me to several products. And after I left the store that I was at, I was able to manage the stress a lot better. I was able to have more relaxation. I was able to eat better, and I started taking the supplements. And with that, I'm actually down to about 195. And again, that's a lot of that I attribute to the gut and eating the proper foods and the things on our pyramid. So one of the questions Carlo asked, well, what are some of the supplements that I take? And these are things I take every day, and I've been taking them for many, many years, every day. And we've talked about lifelong vitality. Again, very, very important, the foundation, lifelong vitality. Talked about, Carlisle mentioned the PB Assist, PB Assist Plus, and PB Restore. So I've been taking those products every day. I don't wait and say, okay, well, if I start feeling bad, I'll start taking them. Every day I take those. I also take DDR Prime for improving my cells. And then I take the On Guard, our protective blend, and also frankincense. So those in particular, with all of those supplements that I've been taking now for several years, and it just seems like every time I go back to the doctor for visits having to do with my overall health, body health, they're amazed at my age that I don't have a lot of those issues. And I just wish that years ago that we would have had these products, because it definitely would have helped me. But I'm so blessed and so fortunate to have those in my life right now, and I feel so much better. So just wanted to share a couple of things with you with that. Okay, Carlo, back to you.
Hey guys. All right. Can you hear me, Dad?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see my picture up, but I think it's just the internet. So thanks for sticking with us. Can you see me?
Cannot see you, but I can hear you.
Oh, boo. Okay. All good. Okay. So let me just see if I can just put the screen up here. So I said you guys stick around, and if you are not able to watch the live and you guys are watching the recording, know something for the entire 2024. We have an active, for those of you that use YouTube and you love watching on YouTube, we actually have a group. It's called Vitality. 2024. We are going, we have an active, for those of you that use YouTube and you love watching on YouTube, we actually have a group. It's called Vitality 2024. We are going, we have a group. It's called Vitality 2024. We actually have a group. It's called Vitality 2024. We actually have a group. It's called Vitality Vitality Collective Global. So you can actually just search for that channel and you will see all of the recorded classes on there, and the past recorded classes have been on there as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, let's see if you can see the screen. Yay. Okay, perfect. You can see me now. Can you see me now? All right. If you can't, that's okay. All right, you should be able to in just a moment. Okay, perfect.
And now,
We actually have a Hawaii events site. This is for January, and this will be for all of our team events, as well as any events that are leader led, corporate, doTERRA supported, which means we get a bunch of bells and whistles on here. But basically, let's see if we can. I want to make sure that I'm scrolling through. We have some upcoming events. They've been posted onto our Facebook group. They are also on our Vitality Collective Global Instagram page, which you can actually find if you just look up my name, Carlel, Karlel. You'll find our page. You will see more and more of our education, our tips. You'll have the link, our bio link will also make sure that you get access to any way possible that you can actually watch our classes so that you guys get access to it. But coming up, for those of you that live on Oahu in Hawaii, yes, I get it. For those of you that are on the mainland, you are not here, so stick around for literally just a minute and we'll tell you how you can get involved. But we have on January 6th, which is not this weekend, but it's next weekend, we have a very special New Year's event. And I get it. It's like I want to start, I want to do my thing. And then maybe by the time you start, it's already the last day of the month, right? Of January. And you're like, ah. And so instead, we want to make sure that we are kickstarting you right away. So we are having a special event in Kapolei. It's amazing. We're going to have DIYs there. We're going to have healthy poo-poos for you. We're going to have wellness booths. You guys can actually just do a body scan. You can actually just hold this for 15 seconds to a minute, and it'll actually tell you based on what's going on with your body that day exactly which essential oils would be the highest recommendation for you. Like so simple, so easy. You can bring your friends. It's at the Kapolei Lofts Clubhouse. Okay, and I'm just saying this for our team. Okay, is that if you guys register between now and New Year's Eve, okay, DM me that you registered, okay, DM me that you registered. But if you register between now and New Year's Eve, you will get a free gift. You will get a free gift that you can, a free essential oil gift right at that event. So the event is $10, but I'll tell you right now that essential oil gift that you're getting is valued way more than that. So it is well worth coming. Plus, you get all these other things. We do have Monique Obra. She's our licensed massage therapist. She's been massage therapist for many years, but she specializes in athletes as well as neck and back pain and inflammation. And so you're going to definitely want to be there because that is free. That is absolutely free, right? You can get many massages from her. You want to get there early. So the event goes from 10 to 12, but registration and our wellness booths start prior. So at 9:30, you guys can head on in. So make sure you guys register. It's at tinyurl.com/Kapolei New Year RYH. If you don't know where it is, if you're watching in our Facebook group for Vitality Collective Global, you can actually find it in the featured column. Okay. So you can also find it right now on Instagram. You'll see this post. It is up and there's a link there so you guys can find it so you can already register, but secure your spot. Don't wait till the last minute. We're not just saying secure your spot just because number one, we need to prepare. And number two, there is a limited number of seating at our venue. So we want to open it up to you and give you a special additional gift. So it is open to the public, but for you, you guys get an additional free gift. Okay. So just know that. So that's on the 6th. And then on the 13th, we have an event. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see what you guys are seeing on the one stream. Okay, we have an event that is specifically designed for recharging and reclaiming your health. And if you are in Honolulu and this is the one that you can make, then go to the 13th. A little bit different than our event on the 6th, but definitely if that's the one that you can go to it, and you can actually find this events page on, and I will put it up. I will put it in the Facebook group. It's empowerherdreams.com/Hawaii events if you're looking for any event in your area. And then last but not least, at the end of the month, Hilo, if you're on the Big Island, we're doing a similar event like Kapolei. And that one is on January 27th, Saturday, January 27th. So know this, you're going to walk away with a 24-day challenge. Okay. You're going to do a 21-day challenge. And then Leona said, I want to do a 24-day challenge because we are in 2024. And I said, that's right. We are going to extend it 3 days. And you guys, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So this is going to be incredible. But you're going to have an action plan, walk away, know exactly what to do. So you're going to have a ton of fun at this event. You're going to get taste, smell, right? Touch all the incredible things and all the new products that we have that have come out, and all the things that you can do to recharge your health in 2024. But you're going to walk away with a strategic plan of something simple steps that you can utilize to get results, to get the results that you want. And I'm not just talking about one thing. I'm talking about overall, right? Stress management, the stuff I talked about earlier, sleep support. We're talking about digestion and nutrition, what I talked about today. We're talking about metabolism, right? So those core foundational items are super important, along with the wellness boost and the healthy poo poos. Like, you can't go wrong. So register, bring a friend, make sure you DM me when you register so that I know, and you will get a free additional essential oil gift. All right, last but not least, live. If you are not in the local area and you want to join us for our 24-day challenge, live tomorrow, expect a link to go live that you guys can sign up for our 24-day challenge. And that starts January 15th. Okay. So for those of you that are coming to the live events, right, you're going to get all your stuff and you're going to be able to get to that next 24-day challenge. For those of you attending the Hilo event, we will have one thereafter. Okay. So decide what you guys want to do. But if you are in the mainland, if you're in a different country, whatever it is, join us. You guys are going to love it. You're going to have strategies, tips, tricks. So you can join us online, or you guys can join us in person, and all of you guys can participate and you'll know exactly what to do. So if you're online, you guys will have something special for you, but it launches tomorrow. Sign up launches tomorrow. Okay. So make sure you guys look for features in, I'll put it in our YouTube class, and I'll also make sure that that's put into our Facebook groups. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming. Thanks, Dad, for jumping on. I know it's definitely been a journey. I'm excited, and for us and for all of you for 2024. Thanks for sharing this last Wednesday with us, whether you're live or watching the recording. And we will talk to you guys soon. In Hawaiian, we say ahuiho, and that means until we meet again. So I get to say, see you next year. Yay! All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Aloha.